Moderator. Hey, hey, y'all. Thanks for coming to the after dinner walk. Or get your mat, stretch out. I'm trying to be time to the music. Get your chair. Do your chair exercises. Okay. See, this is what happened. What had happened was I had everything straight, and then all of a sudden YouTube just like blinked everything out. Anyway, um, stand up if you walk in place. Line up if you walk wall to wall. Jump on your bikes. Start this treadmill for this 45-minute walk, y'all. Yeah. Power on. Friday. 5 days, John, of walking for 45 minutes. And it feels good. You feel it on the inside. I don't know, at this age, I can only explain it like, I gotta fix these cameras. Just one. One is a little crookedy. I got a little crookedy going on. And the other one is a little crookedy, but I say it's okay. As my daughter said to me, Mommy, that means it's authentic. I said, okay, that's what they say. They be saying a lot of stuff. Oh. Yes. You know, it's like when I'm walking this 45 minutes, it's like the show Love It or List It, where the people either decide to sell their home or take money, sell their home and with David as the realtor, or let Hillary, who's an interior designer, fix it up. Now, they had a certain amount of money they gave Hillary. $120,000, $80,000, $200,000 for renovations. And sometimes they would come back and they would be very disappointed because they said, I gave you all this money, but I don't see where you used it. So then Hillary had to tell them how she had to fix the whole sewer system running out to the street, how she had to build some kind of embankment, something like that. Had to redo wiring, getting rid of moldy things. But those are things you can't see. And just like when I walk, y'all can't see the strength that's in my legs. You can't feel how strong my back feels. Because these are inside things. You're looking for the outside things. Is she anorexic yet? Is she anorexic yet? But that's what this exercise is doing. You may not be able to see it on the outside, but it's working just fine on the inside. Okay, y'all. Hey. Yeah, I'm still getting this ginger lemon thing. Now, y'all have to see this cult stuff. You gotta. It's a parroting that they do. It's a total control of the narration. But that's what cults do when they mind fuck you. But instead of just staying inside your building, mind fucking those people that sit there, they come outside. And now they want to control and mind fuck the world. So, I didn't want to talk about it, but yesterday or this morning when I was doing those videos, the energy was high. So I remember my daughter came to me and said, I don't know if she really says mommy, but I have been hearing mommy so long that I think that's what she said. She could call me hey, haystack, duty head. It doesn't matter. I've heard mommy for so long, that's what I hear. So she said, mommy, you heard about that guy, and everybody saying now, men saying now, that the woman's body is their body and their choice. And we burst out laughing. We laughed so hard. And we looked at each other and said, that's white folk shit, right? I was like, yes. Now we know that's cult shit. So, that's insult shit. So I went to see that little tweet that said it. And then I put it all together. I said to myself, y'all gotta stop parroting these people. You know what? If a woman's body was your body, how'd you make her wipe your shitty ass after you drink the milk out of her breast and shit it out? How you make her clean you? Cause if you got the secret, the foster care program got a lot of infants that need to know that secret. Cause their mamas ain't wiped their ass. That's why they in foster care. So tell me how y'all make, since a woman's body is y'all's. She the one that taught you to keep the skid marks out your drawers. How is her body your control? It makes no sense. That's why I'm telling you this cult bullshit. Because in their world, men are everything. Because it's ran by men. So wait, let me get back to that. Me and my daughter laughing. Every time I thought about that, a man saying, my body, a woman, and that's that rib, it's that rib bullshit. Every time I think about it, I laugh. I said, oh my goodness. But I said, the parroting, the continuous parroting of it. He said, and I said to myself, oh, that's cult shit. Why y'all couldn't keep that inside the building? All this cult shit coming outside of these institutions y'all got is ridiculous. And coming into mainstream, everybody ain't about that. So, I go look at the picture. I look at him, little tweeb. I said he was probably an insult. Maybe he got a woman. Maybe they promised him a woman if he said that. I don't know if he was famous. I don't know none of that shit. I just know I looked at his picture and he looked like a little dweeb. So I know his mama set him on that pew every Sunday. And he learned that men control women. But the mother brought him and set his ass there. Some men do, but they don't. So then I started laughing. I said, very few men that I know clean duty asses. They don't like it. They don't like all the brown squishy stuff, you know, when the baby is new. And they like, Well, honey, that duty makes the mother say, disgusting. But men don't do it. So how controlling my body. Because that's cult bullshit. Men are always going to put themselves up front. That was, see, the criminal got in with the help of the Scientologist alleged murderer, because they can't find his wife yet, and investigated for human trafficking, hiding folks on that boat, keeping them from coming out in their international waters, and can't nobody get to them. So now they think themselves so powerful. Now, I did look at 3 cults who have millions and billions of followers who could totally back that my body thing. That's the Scientologists. They really don't give a damn. They're just parrots. The Mormons, all men group. Their whole thing is to keep women in place and down. So I can easily see them doing it. And then the Jehovah's Witness. I can see them doing it because there's millions and millions and billions of them. But we African Americans, especially women, we laugh. We laugh. You see, I've gone to the gym a long time and working out. And the only man that has ever called me, say I'll meet you at the gym or we can meet up at the gym, has been my trainer. I have tried my intimate partner male friends. I have tried everything. Everything. They didn't want to do it. I did it because this is my body. You see, I take vitamins. I've been on this earth a long time. And again with my intimate partners, I have brought vitamins, protein shakes, vegetable diet, juicing. And they don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. So how can my body be your body? I want my body to survive. I do juicing and all that stuff. So that's what I'm like, that's these cults, honey. It's a way of stepping down on women. But you ain't, so trust me, you totally miss the African American woman or any woman that is not deep, knee deep in these cults. You miss them. Not a forward-thinking people. That is just how easily occupied their brains are. Turn from the topic at hand to focus on some bullshit about some little incel set. Let me tell you a little incel. Setting them Catholic, all them old African cults. Setting all those old African cults. And learned that men are over women and the world would be better if it wasn't for Eve and the apple and did it. Then the parents, in a horrible marriage, I'm true crime, honey, let me tell you. They're in a horrible marriage, but they're pushing marriage for all the benefits. But that little incel, that means celibate, involuntary celibacy. It's no help for him. He doesn't want a wife. He has been taught that Eve ruined everything for the world because she tricked Adam. Please. You can't even trick men to clean the bathroom. But you can trick him to eat a freaking apple. Alright. I couldn't trick him to eat a vitamin. And then I saw that it's against the law to do that. So I couldn't hide him in food no more. So, it was them. It's their whole man thing. I'm more powerful. But that's for those women who are like that. Like I tell you, we laughed. I said to myself, you probably still leaving duty in your drawers. I don't leave duty in my drawers. My mother told me how to clean myself. And I think a lot of men that still leave duty in their drawers, they ain't had no daddy to teach them. And they ain't listen to their mama. So, child, stay away from that. Be aware. That's cult stuff. And speaking of cult, now here's the thing. When I was reading my World War II Germany stuff, I remember reading that Adolf biggest help was the Catholic Church, because they had millions and millions and millions of mindless followers. Didn't pay no attention, you know. You put it in the recesses of your mind somewhere, and then the drawer is open and it pops back out. The drawer is open and it pops back out. And then you say, the Nazi and the Scientologists. Holy crap. Now the parents are running out saying, fascist, 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 fascist. I tell you, African Americans don't be seeing stuff like that. We looking at stopping enslavement. Fascist, fascist. But no. It's the same thing. I tell you with these Europeans. It's the same thing. Adolf got Catholics. Orange Shitstain got Scientologists. Now, that Scientologist leader, the old FBI, the maritime people, everybody trying to get hold of him, trying to get hold of that boat. Y'all go to Leah Remini's. You just put in her name, and it'll come up. Scientology Aftermath. And the first one, L. Ron Hubbard, the whole reason he got that boat and put it in the international waters, because they was looking for him for pedophile shit. It was alleged. But you never found out because he jumped on that boat and went to international waters and stayed there. So now that's where Savage is. But he had so many castles, kingdoms, that he could be anywhere. And they'll never let the government in. They are so fortified. So, the Nazis said to the Scientologists, well, they finna throw me in jail. They gonna take all my shit, everything. And I can't do it. I got this one last chance. And the Scientologist says, I need to get the American government off me because I want to come in from these international waters. And then the Scientologist says, let's use the scheme that we used when we got the IRS to give Scientology non-profit status. And the criminal, RCC criminal was like, what? I'm interested. Manipulating people. Crime. I've been doing that for a long time. So, then they went, well, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to make sure that all of your rallies are full. We're going to make sure that we have people out in the street with Trump signs. You see, they couldn't do the United States flag sign. They're Scientologists. They're not nationalists. They don't believe in this American government. So that's why you saw the sign slowly turn from, when you saw the American flag, that was Republicans. When you saw the Trump flag, that was Scientologists. Because they can't align themselves with this country. That's not what L. Ron Hubbard and this David Miscavige and stuff and all this bullshit is about. So the criminal said, yeah, you'll do that? So the Scientologist king of the millions of people said, yeah, I could do that. It worked. So then he said how we did it was, you don't go after. He said, first of all, we used to go to the government. They kept turning us down. They turned down L. Ron Hubbard and everybody. And then we said, let's go to the auditors. Let's go to the auditors. Find out where the auditors live. Find out who their family and friends are. And you break down in the squads. And you harass the family of the auditors. Yes, the families of the auditors. And then the families of the auditors will put pressure on the IRS auditors to give Scientology its nonprofit status. And it worked. It worked like a charm. So now the criminal says, okay, all right. How much would it take to mobilize them? And the criminals say, well, we make millions and millions of dollars every day because we work children with no money because we human traffic them. So we have businesses that's all profit because everybody in it is a Scientologist and volunteers. The criminal is like, what? Lend me $5 million. And then he did. And that's where that first $5 million came from that nobody knew where it came from. Yes, y'all. So, then they get together, and as you see where we are now, voulez-vous? He's in. But you gotta see the brilliance of it. That's why, remember he was, I didn't listen to him. But they would have clips where he would say, remember that one with the music? He said, you know what? We just gotta listen to music for 45 minutes. Never happened at a political rally that I've ever been to. But that wasn't a political rally. That was a Scientology group meeting. And no matter, that's why he ain't saying nothing to them. They don't give a damn about none of that. They was assigned to show up and they brought their ass there. That's all they needed to know. And they give them words to say. They said, when you go to that rally, remember, the Scientologists believe in abortion. So you have to say, they kill them after they're born. And then all the parents. Then they say, then the Scientologist said to the criminal Nazi, you gotta come up with something else. I think they see through that. And the criminal Nazi said, have them parrot this. They're eating the cats and the dogs. And that took off. Now while all this going on, they following the auditor's family and friends, the electors' family and friends. They showing up at the businesses, all that. Oh, y'all. First 25 minutes. Okay, y'all see my mess, right? But if you work out and you change your workout routine, you know there's a chance you won't need mesh. Y'all. Whew. Now, y'all remember all those, well, I can say books I read, where they always wanted to take over the world. They always wanted to take over the world. Dr. Evil, Doctor somebody I can see that from the 50s movies, always want to rule the world. And to me it's like, rule over all these people? I'm so glad I'm next to the X and I can't even tell you. And I said, all the cults, because I'm not putting in the old black African cults. I'm talking about these new made American cults. Even if it's 2 centuries old, it's still new made. The old African cults go back centuries. And if, chances are, if you are New Age, a lot of them cults, they's into pedophile and shit like that. And a lot of them, the reason they got started, because they wanted to marry kids. That they took from the old African cults. But the Mormons inbred to make their millions. And you can look at them and see that they are Mormons. You can tell from their movement and what they do, they're very limited in their education. I don't care if you say Brigham Young. If he ain't teaching shit, you coming out of college and not with nothing other than how to be a good housewife. For a Mormon man. And boy, do you have to spend that much money to learn that? But they're mindless. They're obedient. So that's why first, I said, when the Nazis, who the Nazis got, and I thought of the Mormons, and I kind of broke it down. And I said, some Mormons are really smart. And they ain't gonna be harassing nobody because they ain't going to jail. They ain't to go into the jail type of Mormons. Because to harass and do stuff like that, it takes a little balls. And though Mormons have balls go over the country with their spies and everything, they come back and become the military and go back over and bomb you. But not that kind of world dominance to hook up with a Nazi criminal. I didn't see that in them. I didn't see any of the men, because it's, Mormon is all men. All men. Even from what Alicia Greenfield said, even you're a little girl and you get baptized, then when you come out, you're put in a room with a whole bunch of men and they feel over you, but they call something to check in for the spirit or something like that. I said, nah, I can't. It can't be them. Then I thought, well, the next group, millions, but not ruled by one man. So I kind of threw the Jehovah's Witness out. To my knowledge, I don't remember it being one-man rule. Like the Mormons, I think it's a collective. And like I said, the 12 disciples. So I had to kick them out too. And then, bam, Scientologists. They've been bringing this government to their knees for a long time. Y'all ain't hear about it? Leah Remedies been screaming it. Mike Reynolds, they've been screaming it. And the government ain't going to say it because they ain't going to let the world know that a 2-bit fucking cult by a pedophile in the beginning, now housing a criminal, quite possibly the body of his wife or his wife, don't know what's on the boat on international waters, but can't get in there to find out. So he teamed up with the Nazis. And they're not afraid. They sit there and listen to those Scientologists sit there and listen to them tins. And then them folks say, this is your assignment, go out and do it. And they go out and do it. They're convinced they're aliens in human bodies. So they do what they're told. And if they're told to show up between 1 and 3 at so and so and so and stand here, they will do it. They're not going to ask, well, why am I doing it? Is it a neighborhood I know? They don't ask none of those questions. After they take those cans off their ears, they're going to stand where they're told to stand. But the person who looks out and see them standing there, they know what it's about. They know what it's about. And they get on that phone, they call that electors and say, listen, I know this got shit to do with you, and these votes coming through, make it stop. And that's how the Nazi and the leader who is who's alleged to have unlived, kidnapped. I think she on the boat. Oh, at least somebody is. Um, Hooked up together and managed to steal an election. And then, before they did that, they teamed up together to get the judges off the orange shit stain's ass, using the same Scientology method. You don't go after the judge, you go for the family and friends around her. You harass them until the family calls the judge and said, no, I ain't going to court. No, I ain't signing nothing. I know it's some shit with you. If they say 1 billion fucking votes, hand it over. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Now I don't want to give him this shit. Oh, sorry, Judge. He's innocent. And the judge came back and said, you did not submit this correctly. And then the Scientologists stopped showing up at the family's houses. Stopped showing up at her kids' school. Brilliant. That's why you don't let these cults grow to be bigger and more powerful than the government that's running the country. Because all they want is just a bunch of dumb men that don't even realize that they ain't gonna be around forever. But in the time that they're here, they want to do the little poison. Let me see something in there. Yeah. So that's how the orange shit-stained Nazi and the leader of, I say the largest, the Mormons is up there, but they're not one-man rule. Scientology is one-man rule. And that's what happens when the two get together. So now we're in the time of crime. It's the energy of crime because it's accepted. Don't be afraid to bend rules. I'm telling y'all, stay off those roads. The last time the orange shit stain brought his energy of crime, I'll just say George Floyd and leave it like that. But be on the lookout, because crime is acceptable. Harassment, stealing, it's all acceptable. Putting people in office to get revenge, but he going after the Republicans first. So they'll keep him tied up. But it's brilliant. But that again is why I want to go to China and see the statue. No, I don't say his name correctly. I read all the books. I just say Chairman Mao. Because to get rid of the poison of cults with their multiple wives stepping on women. You see, I remember reading back in the old days before the Honorable Chairman, one man could have 6 wives, 5 or 6 concubines, then some chicks on the side. And they all lived in that compound. When he got tired of the woman, he would get rid of the woman and her kids. So then they became hungry on the streets of China. If you didn't do what he said, you could get kicked out of the compound with no protection. That's what the foot binding and stuff was all about. And when the man kicked you out of his compound with nothing, and you had no way to make a living, then you became the problem of the state or the country. But he don't care. The man with the compound, he just gets some more wives and bring them in. And the Honorable Chairman Mao shut all that shit down. They had it so good, them men in the compound, that it even got to the time that they didn't want their wives, they didn't want their concubines, they didn't want their women on the side, they wanted their own children. And that's when they started inbreeding. Chairman Mao shut all that shit down. Everybody had to work. Wasn't nobody above the work. Here, on this book I would say, no one is above the law. The Honorable Chairman Mao said, no one is above the work. Everybody work. He shut that down. And I hope the Chinese people see and other people, honey, that's the kill switch for any democracy. They said freedom of religion, but it's cults. Religion, they thought, was just a bunch of people meeting in a building. It's millions of people with one leader trying to take over a country, and so far has succeeded. So far, so good. Foreign country governments look and see how big they are. I know that someplace I saw in China how they put the Buddhists and stuff like that, put them together, put them over there. So many of them, they get in government. That's cult stuff. I tell you. So here we are. So if you want to do a little white crime, color crime, a little Ponzi schemey thing stuff going on, this is the climate. Once he gets in, it's the climate. The Joker is running Gotham City. So crime is in. Honesty is out. No laughter is in. Oh, y'all. Oh, we getting there. We getting there. And this sweater's coming down on me. Yeah. So, y'all listen to all the parrots, because all the newspapers and all this stuff, no, he's not going away. The parrots are still going to be about. And I speak for myself. I can't speak for all African American. But y'all keep that shit over there, all right? Keep your fuck shit over there. Because that's all white people stuff. That whole Scientologist, a European African, y'all call white, that's white people shit. That orange shit stain and the German Republican Party, that's white people shit. Keep your shit over there. Keep your fight over there, your bullshit. We will make it through. We have the blood of people who made it through years of enslavement. We gonna make it through. But keep your shit over there where you are. Keep your fight over there. Your white people fight. Ruling the world. Because there's countries out here that will totally fuck y'all up. Keep playing around. Alright? Everybody ain't into cult games like these folks, these political parties on this penal colony. Some people are becoming, growing, and getting sick of the bullshit. Ooh, y'all. Y'all gotta recognize these cults. Anything putting women down, cults. Anything putting minorities down, cults. Because they're better than. German Republican Party, posse, cult, gang, whole thing put women down. And they control, not for me, narrative, because I had told you. I laughed my ass off when I heard that dumb statement. And only dumbasses. Whew. Oh, look what I did, y'all. Instead of hitting the stop button, I hit the plus button. That could have been viral. Yeah, y'all. Y'all be mindful. Love yourself. Look towards yourself. Think your own thoughts. Yourself accept you. Do you see these fingers and stuff that I'm moving? They accept me for who I am. And they accept my direction and my leadership. They trust me. I ain't gonna slam in the door. They trust that if they get a sore or cut, I'm gonna go get some antibiotics or antiseptic and put it on there and clean it off. This heart and these lungs, let me tell you. There's a lot of company. Because see, if your lungs ain't working for you, they say they got the lion lungs, but a lot of dead people say they don't work. But your lungs are here for you. They love you. See that hip? Oh. All I kept hearing when I was growing up. Hip replacement. You gotta have the hip replaced. The hip, the bone is diseased. It's gonna be diseased and disgusting and all those things. And you. I remember my girlfriend Penny told me, I asked her if we can go down to New York and suck up some of that positive energy. Because there's an energy in New York that you can just suck it in. It's just always on. And she said to me, she said, yeah. She said, I want to go because I just got a hip replacement made from the NASA space machine. So, Vicky, that's good. Poor thing. I think some of that rocket space thing that was in her hip got into her blood system, and for quite a few years, she's been not knowing who she is, where she is, or what. But she got a hip made out of the same thing they make rocket ships out of. Now the people out here that get these hip replacements is because their hips cannot hold the 200 to 300 pounds of shit that's sitting on the hips. And I know I didn't have it at 200 or 300. I was 185. But even now, it's a lot on my hip as I get older. But I don't need a rocket space hip. I just need to get the weight off the hip, build the muscle up around the hip, take my Jamaican black castor oil and rub it into the hip. Voulez-vous? Let's do 10. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That wasn't a good tuck. Tuck your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's a nice tuck. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm supposed to put my shirt over so y'all can't see my mesh, but if y'all know the gym life, y'all should have said right away when I was like, ooh, Lady Day, y'all should have said, oh, she gonna come out with the mesh, or she gonna come out with the wrap, or she'll come out with something that we, people who go to the gym, use to keep going. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow. Maybe I'm not doing this part on this side, but no, that's what I'm saying. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one for good luck. Yeah, y'all. 5 days a week. We exercise for 45 minutes. 5 days a week. I love you. Now this is supposed to be the part where we would say, I would say, Jerome sent me $1.50. And Jerome said he and his family had bought farmland. And they finna leave the city. And they're getting out there. And he just want my love. And I said, Jerome, to you and your family, honey, grow, 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 grow. Because it's abundance. Good luck to you, good luck to you, good luck to you. But, all that, I didn't get anything from Jerome. So, we did it, y'all. Hey, John. The best moderator ever. Thank you, John. Yes. Oh, and thank y'all for the company. I know y'all feel as good as I do. Not only from the exercise, but just the completion. I'm going to start this on Monday. I'm going to finish this on Friday. I'm going to put this much time in it. And it's wonderful. But I ain't going to keep y'all. I ain't going to hold you. You guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday on the after dinner walk. Thanks for coming on the walk, y'all.